the eco-anxiety.
Wonderful. Greetings and welcome to today's meditation in honor of World Environment Day, hosted by the Center for Healthy Minds Innovations, and the Center's Loka Initiative, directed by Dekila Chungyalpa. My name is Josh Arnold, and like many of you watching today, I have personally benefited from the Center's research and initiatives, which is why I'm proud to be a donor. I'm here today to introduce Dekila, in part because of my role at the UW-Madison Office of Sustainability. At the Office of Sustainability, we are implementing UW-Madison's Resilience Commitment. It's a project to align actions that benefit people, our planet, and contribute to a shared prosperity in Madison and around the world. The Resilience Commitment provides a framework to showcase some of the amazing work that's going on at our university, and the Loka Initiative is a prime example. So on behalf of the UW-Madison Office of Sustainability, I want to share our gratitude to Dekila for joining our initiative as a strategic advisor, and we look forward to future collaboration. So in celebration of World Environment Day on June 5th, Dekila is offering us a special meditation on the interconnections between personal well-being and planetary well-being. I invite you to join me in letting all of your other distractions go for just a few minutes and be present with us now. Please join me in a warm welcome for Dekila.
Thank you so much, Josh. So as Josh mentioned, he and I are now collaborating together. So I just want to thank him for his leadership, and also thank the University of Wisconsin-Madison for not only creating the space where we can help students actually lead environmental stewardship, direct action, and personal, community, and planetary resilience, but also thank them for allowing the Loka Initiative to be created here. So what is the Loka Initiative? It is interdisciplinary platform for Indigenous and faith leaders from all traditions, from all around the world, who work on environmental and climate issues. We are a partnership that's spread across campus, and what we aim to do is build a bridge between religion and science, between different faiths, and also between activism and academia to work on environmental and climate change. I originally come from Sikkim in the Eastern Himalayas and have worked in the environmental field for over 20 years. And in the last 12 years, I've worked mainly with faith and Indigenous leaders in all parts of the world, including East Africa, the Amazon, the Mekong, the Himalayas, of course, and also the United States. And one of the areas that I've ended up focusing on greatly in these 12 years is actually addressing the issue of eco-anxiety and climate distress. So it makes so much sense that the Loka Initiative is housed at the Center for Healthy Minds at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, which focuses so much on personal well-being. And I think it also makes so much sense that UW-Madison, which has this rich history of environmental studies and leadership, is where the initiative is housed. I'm very happy to lead this meditation that honors World Environment Day and to be in community with you. I would love to know more about you. So please drop a word about yourself in the chat box. Let us know what has brought you here today. If it is the Loka Initiative, tell us how you came across our work. And what is it that you hope that you can achieve together in community with us. No matter where you are located, we are all present here today, aligned and united by our love, and if you're like me, by reverence for nature. For those of you who identify as environmentalists in particular, I hope this meditation helps revive courage and gives you energy to continue protecting all life on Earth. For those of you who just want a moment of peace to connect with the Earth and nature, I hope this practice brings that as well. So let's start by getting comfortable. If you need to wiggle around, please do so. Roll your shoulders back. You can clench and unclench your hands. Feel where your feet are. Doesn't matter if you're sitting on a chair or on the floor. It doesn't matter how many floors you are up in a building, or whether you're on the first floor or whether you're outside. Just let yourself settle into your own body. And once you are there, I want you to align your spine so that it straightens. You can imagine it's like a string that's pulling you up. And once you find that position, settle back, just relax. So you are straight, but you're relaxed. As you settle into your body, just let your awareness flow wherever it wants to go. Some of you might feel suddenly aware of pain or discomfort, maybe in your knees or your joints. Some of you might suddenly feel the stress that you've been suppressing. Some of you might feel hunger or sleepy. This is an important moment. Whatever it is that your body is carrying, this is the moment to acknowledge it. Our bodies do so much more than we give it credit for. Beyond feeding us and taking care of us and moving and all of the things we take for granted, our bodies also carry all that we struggle with. The anxiety and the stress of the past 16 months, our concerns for our loved ones, our fears for ourselves, those feelings of being overwhelmed and anxious about politics or society or climate change. Just observe what your body is carrying. You might find it hard. There's sorrow, there's anxiety, there's guilt, right? All of these difficult emotions. So as you acknowledge all of that, what I want you to do is reach into the deep pools of strength and courage your body is holding. And no matter what comes up, it's okay to feel what you do. You are doing the best you can right now. One of the most important things about meditation is that we remember to be embodied, to be in body, and which means we are able to be soft. We are reminded of our vulnerability, our tender belly that we are protecting all the time, right? So let us bring the awareness of all of that together. Deep breath of gratitude to your body. And now we bring our awareness to the top of our heads and allow it to descend gently down our body to wherever we touch the earth. So as I said earlier, you could be sitting, you could be in cross-legged position, you could be on a chair, you can be many floors up, but you are still touching the earth. And the earth is holding you up right now. It's okay if your attention drifts. Just bring it back to your breath gently and let it flow into the earth. Now notice your incoming breath. The air entering your nostrils, your mouth, filling up your belly, expanding your chest, your diaphragm is contracting. Imagine the oxygen that's moving through your bloodstream, entering all those parts of your body that stress, releasing it. All of that oxygen that keeps you alive comes from the plankton in the oceans, forests, plants, lakes around you. Just as the carbon dioxide you exhale nourishes them. So imagine all the places near and far where the oxygen has come from to give you life in this very moment. And whether it is the water you drink, the food you eat, the clothes and shoes you have on right now, all of those things are provided unconditionally by the planet. Life, our life, is an unconditional offering from nature and a display of her compassion for all of us. So relax and allow yourself to accept it. When you inhale, imagine you're breathing the earth's compassion. And when you exhale, exhale all that softness, that tenderness, the gratitude of your underbelly as an offering. You are part of nature. You belong here. Nature heals you just as you can heal nature. It's easy for us humans to self-fixate. We forget that there are other species on the planet that are as wonderful, as intricate and mysterious as we are, that equally receive the Earth's compassion and find all their requirements met by our planet. How incredible is that, right? Tigers, sharks, ginkgos, beetles, wild rice, algae, all of that diversity is cultivated and nourished by the planet. Some of us inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, and some of us do the reverse. And yet we are all the same, receiving life as we inhale and offering life as we exhale. And whether we mean to or not, all of us are transferring energy and nutrients to one another. We all participate effortlessly as part of this vast ecosystem. We are not only in interdependence with the earth, we are in interdependence with one another. It's not always easy to be in this space. Some of you may feel anxiety because these issues bring so much uncertainty with it, right? Some of you might feel the pain because you think about all the environmental and climate issues and degradations that are happening. Some of you might have sorrow for all the lives that have been lost in the last 16 months. Whatever arises, remember to breathe from the soft underbelly. You are right now in a state of empathy, right? Because you're in that place of the tenderness and interdependence with the earth. So whatever you feel, it is completely justified. It is a valid response. And take however long you need to acknowledge and honor these emotions. And when you're ready, go back to your breath, breathe in compassion, breathe out gratitude. And if it helps, you can name specific things you are grateful for. The way summer has arrived, all the flowers and ripening vegetables, the feel of water when you're in it, maybe the heron you got to see take flight in the morning, all the human and non-human communities that surround you. I'd love to know what comes up, so feel free to put it in chat. Whatever it is that sparks gratitude in you and reminds you of the interdependence we have with all living and non-living beings around us, including the earth. All that energy that we produce and that we take in gives us life, keeps us alive, and is a raw force of resilience, right? The will to live, to thrive, to overcome obstacles, to heal, to take action. And so we sit in gratitude to the earth for giving us all of these things. When you are ready, this is important, we reverse the flow. Now what I'd like you to do is breathe out resilience and allow yourself to receive gratitude from the earth. With each breath, you can set the intention to help heal the planet, to help protect the richness of life. You are part of its design. You are part of nature. Great. As you emerge from this practice, note how it feels to be this interconnected, and remind yourself of this feeling throughout the day or throughout the days. It's the experience of resilience is something you can carry away and carry with you because the earth is holding you up all the time. Dekila, and thank you. Please feel free to put in chat how you're feeling or what you're taking away from this meditation. And I hope the practice helps you, and through you, I hope it helps heal the earth. Oh, wonderful. I'm going through the chat now. So if you have questions, feel free to put that in chat as well. I can see there's so many of you from all over the world, from Denmark and Chicago, Virginia, Madison, Canada, and oh, I'm so happy. So I'd love to read this out. I'm not sure if all of you can see the comments, but I'd love to read out what people say they're feeling grateful for, because it kind of revives our gratitude, right? And so someone has written in saying, falling asleep to frog calls last night while camping. For a wonderful break, for hope, importance of community, and people who care about the well-being of the planet. for bees and other insects. That's one of my favorite things. I think of bees a lot. Gratitude from the desert, feelings of sadness. I think it's really important when we do this meditation that we remember we are alive because the earth wants us alive, right? And that we remember to be compassionate to ourselves as well as a species, but also individually. I feel like a lot of the time we who are in the environmental world can be so upset about what humans have done to nature that we forget that we are also part of the solution. So it's really important that we reverse that flow of gratitude and allow ourselves to accept that the earth wants us here. The cicada emergence, yes. How amazing is that? I think it's every 17 years. Yeah. Okay.
Dekila, thank you so much for leading us in the meditation and for sharing your perspective with us and reminding us about how interconnected we are with the planet. I was participating and as you were describing and reminding us about how when we breathe in, we're breathing in oxygen, and as we breathe out, we're breathing out carbon dioxide, and the idea of being able to breathe in compassion and breathe out resilience, or vice versa, was such a powerful message for me. So thank you, and I know from the chat that others on the program today felt the same way. So thank you. And today, we all have an opportunity to help support the Loka Initiative, and I'm really excited to share that in celebration of World Environment Day tomorrow on June 5th, that every gift made in the next 24 hours will be doubled up to $5,000, and those gifts will be used to help support this important work. You'll find a giving link in the chat box, and I invite you to join me in making a gift to support this important work. Every gift of any size will be used to help bring religion and science together in support of faith-led environmental, climate, and sustainability efforts, both locally here in Madison and around the world. So please join us. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been a really wonderful experience, and thank you. Enjoy celebrating World Environment Day, and thank you for everything you do to help build a better future for all of us.